What's up, everyone? Welcome to the 93rd episode of Cartoon Fight Club. I'm your host, Animation Rewind, and if you're new to this series, then be sure to check out the older content. But if you know how the game is played, then let's get ready for the fight. Tonight for my animation, I brought over two voice actors. Voicing the role of Jeff the Killer is Modern Distorted Productions, and voicing the role of Kara is Linux the Hedgecat VA. So if you enjoyed their work, head on over to their channels and subscribe. Speaking of tonight's battle, as I just technically mentioned, we have a fight between Kara and Jeff the Killer. And because Undertale is an indie game, we are going to use indie game Jeff the Killer. It's also the strongest Jeff the Killer, which makes this battle more fair. And this should be self-explanatory, but obviously this thing is going to be loaded with Undertale spoilers. With all this being said, let's introduce Cartoon Fight Club's 93rd round of fighters. Now before I get into a flame war on how to pronounce Kara's name, from my understanding, Kara is short for the word character. I know the Undertale fans have a split decision on some pronunciations, but I'm sticking with Kara. If you pronounce this name as Kara or Chara, good for you. Officially, there's no right or wrong answer, so whatever floats your boat. Anyway, let's get on with the analysis. Years ago, a young child known as Kara climbed up Mount Ebo. Sadly, however, Kara was feeling really depressed and suicidal, and thought if the fall down the mountain wouldn't kill her, the monsters down below would. After falling into the underground, Kara was found by a young monster named Azrael. Azrael then took Kara back to his home, in which the king and queen of the underground, Asgore and Toriel, basically adopted Kara and gave her a loving home. Azrael and Kara grew up as siblings, and Kara would begin to love the underground, finally having a home that wasn't mentally dark. Several years later, a child named Frisk climbed up Mount Ebo. Unlike Kara, Frisk just wandered up there. Frisk accidentally fell down and landed on a bed of golden flowers, also known as Kara's grave. This is when the player gets to name themselves. As you name yourself, whatever it is, technically becomes who Kara is. You naming yourself is you calling out to Kara. You have three paths: the genocide, the neutral, and the pacifist run. In the neutral and pacifist, Kara helps you understand some monsters that can't really speak, helps you understand monsters by giving you the ability to check their personalities in battle, helping you call for help against Omega Flowey, and especially with the battle against Azrael, giving you the knowledge to know how to save him. Genocide Kara, however, is when you call out to them and you trick them into being a killer. They absorb EXP and become stronger for you, the player, because instead of thinking their purpose is to save the monsters, you trick them into believing that their purpose is to end everything. So they become stronger for you. They even begin taking over Frisk, in order to help you become stronger, physically and mentally, by ignoring the NPC's true selves. And when you decide it's gone enough and try to stop them, they decide to continue your and their purpose by ending you, and will continue it, as well as the world. They decide you're no longer in control, take over Frisk and the Earth in one slash, along with all of its timelines, so they may move on to the next timeline becoming stronger. Genocide Kara is basically a Kara that the player fooled into believing that destruction and power is their main goal, a goal she will stop at nothing to pursue. They are by far the most determined character in the game, whether it's killing herself to free all monsters, helping the player in the pacifist, or ending the player and everything else in genocide. Overall, Kara is fast enough to dodge speed of sound gaster blasts, strong enough to damage godlike beings, and smart enough to trick Papyrus. Okay, tricking Papyrus is nothing special, but it is something Kara can do. From one genocidal slasher to another, let's discuss Jeff the Killer. And because Kara's an indie game character, why not use indie game Jeff the Killer? It's also the strongest version of Jeff the Killer. Anyway, before we start saying anything about Jeff the Killer, please know that there are over 15 different incarnations and storylines about Jeff. Each Jeff the Killer storyline has different backstories and different feats. Because Purple Guy is a video game character, we're going to use the video game Jeff the Killer from the Jeff the Killer indie game series. To sum up the whole Jeff the Killer story in one paragraph, Jeff was just an ordinary teenager living a normal life, but the day he moved into a new neighborhood with his older brother and parents, he began to change as he felt a sudden pain. Jeff the Killer was a guy who went crazy after being burned in a fire caused by bullies. His face was totally messed up from the fire, but later that night he fixed the problem by cutting a Joker-like smile into his face so he could smile forever. He then burnt off his eyelids so he could permanently stay awake. He then killed his family just because something inside him snapped and made him crazy, then he ran away. Legend has it, Jeff is still out there. The reason why Jeff can survive all these things is because he is possessed by an inner demon who craves the souls of innocent lives. Jeff's trademark weapon is his bloody butcher knife. He has been building up slaughter tactics and killing people with his knife for many years. He's actually so good with his combat skills, he can keep up with Slender Man. In fact, he is one of the only people to significantly hurt Slender Man, as he was fast enough to dodge his tentacles and slice through them. Jeff is very durable. He can survive multiple gunshots like it's nothing, and he enjoys hurting himself for fun. He burnt off his eyelids and sliced his face without a second thought. Jeff does not fear pain nor death. He enjoys the sight of gushing blood, and he enjoys torture. He can take up to 16 pistol shots just to knock him out for a few moments. In order to beat Jeff, you're going to have to find a way to get him to hurt himself, because it is going to be really hard to kill him on your own. Jeff may be a master at serial killing, but he does have flaws. He wears bright white clothing and does not intend on using any stealth tactics at all. He is easy to spot during the night, and his arsenal is only limited to his butcher knife. Without his knife, he doesn't have much that can hurt you other than his killer instinct and twisted mind. Overall, Jeff is one scary mofo who knows exactly the right place to slice you up. He is fast enough to combat with Slender Man and can easily survive over 15 gunshots with minimal damage. And now let's get ready for the fight. This battle's going to take place in Snowden, and there is no prep. Let the battle begin.
Oh wow, how original. Someone with a generic haircut, baggy sweater, and a knife.
Is that the best you got?
Where did you copy that look from? Oh, that's right, you copied it from me!
Did I seriously travel all day to be someone pathetic like you? Let's get this over with, you mostly insane reject.
What the? And I thought I was ugly! Look at you!
What's with the low blows? That's it. I was going easy on you at first, but no more.
My name is Jeff!
Can't believe you. That's enough! I've had it with your pathetic cheap shots!
Take this!
This place must be a joke. Look at you! Huh?
Ooh, I think you're gonna blink! You're right.
Violation? Street rules, man.
That was too easy! Watch your this jacket is brand new!
Little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be, little pony. Until you see I'll share its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun, beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Charity kindness. This is easy. Magic makes it all complete. Oh yeah, my little pony.
I can't believe it! You beat me!
And it looks like Kara is the winner. Now, before we discuss why Jeff lost, I want to give some special thanks. Linux the Hedgecat VA played the role of Kara, and Modern Distorted Productions played the role of Jeff the Killer. Also, special thanks to Saiyan Warlord X for formulating tonight's script. If you enjoyed these works, head on over to their channels and subscribe. But now let's discuss why Kara is the winner. Okay, look, to be completely fair to Jeff, I gave him his strongest incarnation, which is indie game Jeff the Killer. This version of Jeff can tank and survive multiple gunshots like it's nothing, and is skilled enough to keep up with the likes of Slender Man in combat. And while all that is fine and dandy, comparing that to the killer crazy things Kara can do, it's not all that great anymore. Kara is fast enough to dodge speed of sound gaster blasts, strong enough to damage godlike beings, and once Kara completes the genocide route, she literally defeats the whole Undertale roster. The same roster that includes Sans, Papyrus, Asgore, Metaton, Azrael, and much more. Jeff, on the other hand, mainly targets innocent people with no combat experience. He usually gets revenge on school bullies and teachers. Sure, he's faced impressive combatants like Slender Man, but on a main basis, his targets are practically sitting ducks. Now, Jeff does have his mental breakdown ability, but it's mainly a scare tactic that only works on innocent and young humans who haven't been through scary things. Kara has the experience and the bravery to easily bypass this move. The winner is Kara. And if Jeff ever wants to enter this universe again, he's gonna need some help. So if you want to see a total war between the Creepypasta universe and Undertale, you know what to do. Comment down below the word Total War, and if this episode gets 6,000 Total War comments, there will be a Total War. Also, don't forget to comment down your ideas for future Cartoon Fight Club episodes. And stay tuned, because the next fighters are going to be revealed on the next episode of Cartoon Fight Club.
I have a rigorous exercise routine. I can do an infinite amount of reps of everything. 1,000,006,000,007,000,008. When I arrive at the Axe Cop station, the first thing I do is print out a list of bad guys to kill, and then I kill them all.
Over, I will defeat you with my next attack. So now you've had your warning. The attack I'll use is forbidden by the code of the Fist of the Nose Hair. It could cost me my video store membership. Here goes! Monkeyland Super Fist!
Huh? When did they get here?
I prepped all these primates 3 days ago.